100 go. We got the habits buzzing, feeling every bump and shake. Pure nostalgia vibes, yeah, make no mistake. Half a dozen on the mic, ready to ignite that catchy BPR during a retro to the light.
Say it loud, it's your retro. From the cabinet up to the 4K glow. Pinball wizards and collecting gold. Stories from the past that need to be told. Say it loud, it's your retro. From the cabinet up to the 4K glow. Pinball wizards and collecting gold. Stories from the past that need to be told. Say it loud. It's yo. Say it loud. It's yo. Retro.
Got the C ain't just flippers, nah, we digging deeper too. Hunting down the memories for me and for you. Action figures on the shelf, still mint in the box. Searching for the treasure while the ticking clock talks. From the dusty cartridges to the movies we love. We grabbing all the pop culture from the skies above. If it's retro, if it's rad, if it brings back the joy. We talking about the tech in every single vintage toy. Connect the OTG.
We plugged in.
Check the leaderboards.
We locked in.
Is it stock? Is it modded? Is it running on Steam? We're building up the ultimate arcade dream. Chaotic BBR, half a dozen. Left flipper, right flipper, shoot for the ram. Yo, retro is the heavyweight champ.
Game over? Nah, we just getting started, yo. Yo, Retro, subscribe, K. Extra ball!
Thank you, everybody, for doing our moment of silence for a good friend and a very important person in the home arcade community, that being Shiloh, who recently passed away. And as you know, as the creator of New Wave Toys, and I explained yesterday on Arcades Anonymous my personal experiences with Shiloh. And Six, is there anything you want to say about Shiloh or New Wave Toys or anything about it?
No, there's definitely an innovator in that field, and from what I gather, seemed like a great dude, and you know, condolences to his family.
Absolutely, yeah. So we wanted to dedicate this episode of Yo Retro to Shiloh, keeping the home arcade community alive, keeping it going, keeping positive vibes going, because that's the kind of stuff that he was all about, was just being positive, having a good time, and enjoying life, man. And that's what it's really all about. But guys, thank you all so much, and welcome to Yo Retro episode 73. Sorry, 73, right? So we just got done streaming a special episode of Yo Hero on your channel.
Yeah, because normally I do my show yesterday, which I did yesterday, but they just dropped the He-Man teaser, so we were like, well, we got to talk about it. So we talked about that yesterday, reviewed that, which went great. And then today they dropped the real trailer for the movie, and my co-host happened to be out of town, and I was like, let's see if Chaotic's down to get on the show, and you were, so that worked out perfect. So, you know, a lot of work this week live streaming for me.
Yeah, this is my 5th show this week in 4 days.
Yeah, Crazy, bro.
I'm like Michael B says, I really am everywhere.
Like hard workers.
Let's go ahead and get a shout out to everybody that's made it into the chat so far. We got the best home arcade moderator in the business, the one, the only Jason Little Alien. Thank you so much, man. You were one of my best friends, and I'm so glad to always have you here, and you always have my my chats back. So I really appreciate it. We got Wingo in the chat, Jen Rummy, Dennis B, which is also Angry Raptor Pinball. Check out his stuff on YouTube. Good stuff. JJ MSU Rich. Hey, we got Penny K. I remember you, Penny K. Thank you for coming on over to Yo Retro after Yo Hero. Pete G's in the chat. The one, but not the only. What up, Retro? Unk's here. Thank you for staying up a little bit later, Unk. I know you're tired, my man. Java over in the UK. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, man, tonight. We got Leon Spiegel. And we got John Simmons. JJ and Mr. Rich. Okay, we got everybody so far. JJ wanted to say, are either of you guys in the path of ice and snow that hits well, much of the South tomorrow? I'm on the cusp of it, like right on the cusp. Six is here. He's been in the shit for a while.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about, bro? Jay, I've been dealing with this shit since like November. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in Ohio, so it goes down over here.
I feel you, man. Mad Dog's in the chat. Evening, my man. Good to see you as well.
Good dog.
Woo, so I don't know, man. Like the snow, it's not really a snowstorm for us. It's going to be an ice storm. So they're predicting a 1/2 inch to 2 inches worth of ice, depending on where I land on that line in Georgia. And every day, it's above me, or I'm in like the bottom of it. But it changes every day. So we'll see what happens this weekend. I might be it could be out of power for 1 to 2 weeks if that's the case. I'm slightly south of Atlanta. I'm about 45 minutes south of Atlanta. So Six lives in Cleveland, Ohio. So
yeah. It's snow's crazy over there.
Yeah, man. The last time we had a blizzard here in Georgia was in 1992. So history might be repeating itself after all these years.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Ojib? Good to see you.
Yo.
Yeah, so it's Saturday today that we're supposed to all get slammed. We'll see what happens, man. Jason, good luck to you, man. Hit me up if you ever need anything, buddy. I'll come bail you out of there. Okay, so we got our moment of silence in, we got our intro in, we got the chat in. Let's get on with the show. So, Return to Silent Hill, I think what comes out this week, right? Or it's already came out. No, it comes out this week because this review just dropped.
Yeah, this is like the embargo just dropped, so you're actually seeing some reviews for this, and they're not good.
No, they're not good, but they're not absolutely terrible either. Considering I liked the first Silent Hill movie. I thought it captured that essence, that with the sirens and stuff like that, and like the weird like baby creatures or the smoke creatures, smog creatures or whatever that would come out of the ground when the scene changed. Captured it very well, right? But the second one was god awful. I hated it so much, and I was like, don't make another one. Well, they made another one, but they're also saying that it's not the worst, but it's way far from, the best that it could be. So, mediocre. And when it comes to IGN, their 5s usually ends up being really a 7. And their scoring they're a little harsh on certain things. And I still feel like it's going to be an entertaining movie. Like, at least from the trailers, it looked like it captured that essence that the first movie captured.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm hoping for.
my bar for something like this isn't that high because I don't feel like they've ever done like any of the survival horror kind of games justice on the big screen. They've done
Mhm.
how many Resident Evil movies? I wasn't really a fan of any of those either.
The
You know,
latest one wasn't too bad.
it wasn't
What
too
was
bad,
it?
but
Welcome to Raccoon City or whatever it was?
it wasn't that great either.
You know, it wasn't. But I didn't absolutely hate it. And then now they're making another one, which is
I
I think
liked it more than the old ones because it
yeah,
was more like the original game, you know,
yeah. Uh,
followed the original.
they made Milia Jovovich or whatever turn into like a superhero in the original movie series.
You think you hate it now, wait till you watch it. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
yo, what
doesn't
up?
look good, man. I'm hoping.
Like I said, my bar is not too high for this kind of movie either. I don't expect much. So if it's mediocre, I might find it a little bit above average. You know?
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch it though. I'm interested in this kind of stuff. I just don't set that bar too high, man. It's hard to make a video game horror survival horror movie into a movie, you know.
Yeah, yeah, facts.
But hey, did you watch the trailer for this yet?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think of it?
Uh, mid
Mid? Okay.
is all right.
Well, a lot of people, you know, love that animation, the
Like
Clone Wars, especially
those.
with Darth Maul in them.
Mhm.
That was like their favorite part of that animated series. So I guess all these years now, people have been clamoring for it, and they're like, "I want more Maul. I want more Maul." Well, we're getting more Darth Maul, and he's getting his own t- uh, animated TV series based off that same animation style, the same directors or whatever. They're bringing it back.
Mhm.
Just hopefully they don't Disneyfy it like they did with the some of the latest stuff.
My my issue that I had with the trailer, it seemed like they're trying to make him like an anti-hero. You know,
Yeah,
Palpatine's coming after him, and he's kind of like, and I don't know, I don't really, care for that much. Like trying to make him an anti-hero kind of now. And then my other thing is I'm over the prequel era kind of stuff.
I get it.
I would rather them go to like the old Republic or move the story forward than just keep revisiting this Clone Wars era kind of stuff. I'm kind of just over that stuff for me personally, but I guess cool, whatever. Ray Park's out here acting a fool, so they can't do a live action apparently.
Right. JJ, yeah, this is going to be on that Disney Plus streaming service, and it starts on April 6th. I
Mm,
think they're going to drop 2 episodes a week, and I think the final 2 episodes drop on May the 4th, as in May the 4th be with you. I
yeah,
think that's their plan.
I'm indifferent about it. I mean, I might watch it. I'll probably watch it, but I'm just kind of. It just seems like more of the same. Like I said, Clone Wars era, Darth Maul. We've already had like some of this stuff. Yeah, it's a new story, but I'm just ready for Star Wars to start creating again and quit
I get it.
draining the well. You know.
I get it. I think the appeal of it is that Darth Maul was such a badass looking character and such a mysterious character that people were like, "Hey, man, we need backstory. We need to know what this
There
character is
was
all
a
about."
lot of that in the Clone Wars series. You got a lot of Maul in that series.
Yeah, you did, and his brother or whatever too, right?
His whole species kind of.
Yeah, his whole species. Because I remember a yellow character in there too, like had yellow face.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it too much, but I'm not going to show the trailer tonight because I'm afraid of copyright because it's Disney. I don't trust that stuff. So I just wanted to show the 2 screenshots of them doing the promo work. And then tonight 6 over your channel, we talked about this guy right here.
Yes, sir.
Witness how he became He-Man. So basically it's the origin story of Adam and Prince Adam and how he became He-Man.
Yeah. We did a whole review on the trailer, so go check that out after the show.
JJ, you talking about Primal? Or that spear is back. That's the caveman cartoon for adults. This is season 3. I know Primal just came out with season 3, and that was about a caveman Neanderthal type. It's good, man. By Adult Swim.
Yeah, after Clone Wars, before Rebels, I feel you, but it's still kind of in that space. I'd like them to go either way back to Old Republic or forward after Return.
Yeah, I got HBO Plus or HBO Max, whatever it's called, just so I could watch that, Smiling Friends, and catch up on Rick and Morty and stuff like that, and also watch Welcome to Derry. There's a bunch of shows on HBO that I need to catch up on, so I'm glad it's on there. But Masters Universe, man, June 5th, dude. We just watched a trailer over on your channel on Yo Hero. That was my first time seeing it. I was blown away, man. Out of 8, I gave it an 8 out of 10. You gave it an 8 out of 10. That honestly, it exceeded my expectations.
Yeah,
From the screenshots, the characters, the outfits, the universe that they're in, the way everything looks, it looks like how you wanted it to look.
yeah, definitely.
And then of course, Skeletor, man, that was the biggest concern. Is how you going to nail Skeletor? Are you going to nail it right? Or are you going to do it like that 1989 Masters of the Universe?
Are you gonna nail it right? Sir, that's crazy work.
Here we go. There's my one for tonight.
Be careful. Be careful with your words. Right. What?
it takes amazing skill. So yeah, Leto, man, Jared Leto is Skeletor, and I don't know, like if they're gonna change his voice or if he's gonna like heighten it up, lower it. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but overall, visually, it's everything's like appealing and it's exactly what we wanted it to be. Would you say so?
I just did on the last show, fool.
I know.
I'm like, we just did this show. Hold on. Courtney Cox cameo. I hope not.
What's up, Gamer Fridge? Good to see you, my man. I'm going to go in, not expect much. Hopefully, I'm pleasantly surprised by the movie. I'm pleasantly surprised by the trailer so far, but I've also seen some badass trailers and end up hating the movie, so I get that. All right. We had pinball bites today from Zen Studios. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Lackluster, dude. Lackluster as hell.
Trash.
I
Son.
thought we were getting a new table announcement and more like announcements for like the different platforms. I knew I knew a series, a legendary series was coming back. And I was hoping it was 20th Century Fox and the Aliens and the Predator series. This was my second guess was Bethesda pinball, but yeah, I it's not what I wanted, man. I wanted the Alien series, dude.
I actually wanted Aliens versus Pinball just as well as you did, and that was my guess prediction on what was coming back. But then they announced this, and I was actually still excited because I was like, okay, I love that Doom table. I was like, I can't wait to get that back. And
Oh,
then
man.
I seen that they decided not to. They decided to backpedal on what they said last year because last year, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Zen said moving forward after like Elvira, everything that came out for these other platforms, the 4KP was going to be included on.
Technically, it was starting with Tomb Raider. Everything was going to be
You're
same
right.
day releases.
With Tomb Raider, and correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Zen say that? And
Yep.
now all of a sudden, it's 3 months later, it's 2026, and they're acting like, they're doing a Jedi mind trick on us, like they didn't just say that. And
Yeah.
that's when I was pissed off in the chat and started giving them thumbs down on their live chat, because there was quite a few people in their live chat like, nothing for the 4KP. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah. Me and you both were thumbing it down like crazy. I was tagging Zen Pinball. I wanted some answers. I want some damn answers. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, AtGames stopped the calendars, right? They stopped giving us expectations because they could not meet any of their expectations. Like, hey, this is coming out on 24th. We're sorry, we're gonna have to push this back. It's not quite ready yet. It needs more baking time. All right. Kept doing that. So they stopped the calendars, right? Um, and then it seems like Tomb Raider went off without a hitch. It was able to release on time, but when it came to Elvira, we didn't get Elvira for 3 weeks later, and it was announced that it was supposed to release that day as everything else.
Yeah, that's right.
Nintendo Switch got pushed back like 3 days, or maybe it was more like 5 days. But the 4KP got pushed back 3 weeks. Like we were pissed off about that shit.
Yeah, it was right before Halloween when it
Yeah.
dropped.
So I think AtGames, with everything that they do, that they're like, well, we cannot meet expectations. We cannot meet these release dates. We keep running into issues. Let's stop pissing off people and just not announce anything and not have any kind of expectations whatsoever. So that, and plus, this comes out in like what, mid-February, right?
Yeah.
February 12th, something like that. So my mind is, and I'm super hopeful, super praying that I'm right, that they didn't announce that for AtGames, and AtGames isn't saying anything either, because they don't want to break expectations and say, hey, we're not able to get this done day one release. I'm praying that this gives them time to work on it, and that eventually will come, but it just won't be coming day one as everything else will. That's how I feel.
Now that's the optimistic way of looking at it.
Yes.
But then on the flip side of that coin, you got them going on the Blockade podcast, ho humming on the 4KP basically.
Yeah.
Right before they do this, not right before, but that was like one of their last popular live streams that they were involved with. Then they do this one to start off the new year, and they don't even mention the 4KP. Personally, that has me worried, because my 4KP actually says Zen Studios on the top of it.
Yep.
On the side panel. So,
yep.
In my eyes, I kind of got a Zen Studios product too, and they don't. I know they didn't make the hardware; they're not responsible for that. But they did sign that contract for that partnership, and that's what got me invested in this 4KP. Because I could have went and got Legends HD and played Magic Pixel tables all day. Like, I just want these Zen tables to keep coming to the 4KP. And tonight's review is a big reason about that. I feel like Zen shines on this machine, and I don't want to see that partnership break. And me personally, I'm concerned by them just pretending it doesn't exist. They could have easily said at the end of that live stream, we got plans to bring this to the 4KP, but we have a different rollout schedule for that platform. So stay tuned. That would have been enough to just put my concerns to the side
Easy.
and go, hey, cool. They're still invested. They haven't forgot about all of us 4KP owners, and they're gonna make time to get this over there. They just gotta, like you said, let things marinate over there a little better. So but I'm concerned like the chat seems to be.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely concerned as well. It's just the other part of me is just like, please let this be the reason why, and not because y'all just don't y'all are just not going to partnership anymore or don't really care for it. Because I would hope they would do some kind of announcement saying, "Hey guys, letting you know we've parted ways from AtGames. No more Zen releases in the future, and stuff like that." Because let's face it, tonight's review is on Black Knight 2000. They've been testing Black Knight 2000 for the last 3 months. Same thing with Earthshaker, so we know Earthshaker's coming too. Just it's either going to be next week or the week after. We're going to get Earthshaker. Um, but that's it. That's pretty much it for all of the official Zen releases that AtGames has been testing, from what I understand from the inside, from my inside sources. It was Black Knight 2000 and Earthshaker. That's it. That's all they've been testing. Us people who have been hoping for Circus Voltaire, not going to happen. It's apparently the chipset can't run it good enough. Safecracker didn't work out either, and Bonsai didn't run didn't work out either. Like they're not even testing it.
Yeah, this is definitely concerning, I think, to the whole community. And yeah, you could have a MetaQuest and Tank Stick VR, and there's so many different ways to play these tables. But me personally, it was an investment for me. I thought it was kind of future proof in that sense. Like Zen's gonna keep coming out with tables, and I'm gonna be good for at least the next 5-10 years. Probably playing this machine.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been a couple years, so I'm hopefully optimistic like you are that it's gonna be just they have a different rollout plan for 2026 as far as the 4K piece concerned. It's gonna be like custom rollouts. Whenever we get to a table, we get it ported. That's when you'll get it. But you know, like you said, the fact that people aren't testing tables, that's concerning too.
Yeah, because in-house at games, they have not tested any Star Wars or Marvel. Now, apparently, AtGames gave machines to Lucasfilms for testing purposes. So maybe those games were being tested with Lucasfilm and Disney employees. But why not AtGames? Because that's for the platform. Why did they give those machines to them? I guess to sweet talk, partnership with them or something like that. But we haven't heard anything from that. And like I said, we only got one more release left that AtGames has definitely tested in house, and that's Earthshaker. But after that, that's it. Like, is Zen and AtGames done, or is there more stuff coming in the pipeline? Because I'll be honest with you, I like OTG. I don't like having all these damn wires everywhere. Be honest with you, it's different if I have a dedicated PC and I put it underneath the pinball machine, maybe. But even with my ALU, I don't like running wires all the way to my laptop to play some Steam games and then unplug everything and roll it back up and put it back under, to hide it and everything.
Yeah, they did test the Mandalorian for a little bit too. I do remember that.
Yeah, but I haven't heard anything from it, and no internal employees have showed that off or talked about it or anything.
Uh, yeah, and I've said since day one, man, I bought this to play these tables natively on it, and
Yeah,
I was willing to lose some FPS and some resolution in the process, just so I could play everything and have all the functionality of the SSF, the haptics, everything, and everything worked the way I paid for it to work. And I just want to see this partnership continue. That's basically what I took out of this.
absolutely. We all do. I'll be honest with you, man. If AtGames loses this partnership with Zen, it's over with, man. I think AtGames got to shut it down. In my honest opinion, I would.
Like I said, they need to do whatever they got to do to keep Zen happy. That's what I would do if I was CEO of AtGames. I'd be doing whatever I got to do to keep that partnership solid.
Yeah.
You know, do we got, like I said, if they got to lose some money on software sales or whatever, or hardware sales to make up on the back end, but I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Guys are all absolutely right about OTG, hiding cables, the power of Zen versus the power of Magpixel.
We
It's
know this.
completely different. Um,
We know this.
yeah. But yeah, I would say AtGames needs to fix this. Like make sure
I don't think
Zen man.
anybody's totally to blame. I think all of us are to blame a little bit too, because this community can get quite negative sometimes when we got these
Oh yeah.
dope ass toys in our homes,
And
and
this announcement that today did not help. It's gonna create so much negativity in
yeah,
the community.
but I don't see, I don't know. Like I said, outside of the resources they spend trying to port these tables to the 4KP and make them run, I don't know, man. I just think it's a win for everybody if they continue the partnership. Outside of them, probably, I don't know what the expenses are, so I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah. They need to make a tapper. Wait. So we'll see at the Earthshaker when it gets announced and gets released what comes next, because honestly, I don't know. None of my inside sources know either.
Even I'm talking about these titles are coming to Pinball M. It's like, why? Like, make Pinball M tables. I hate that Zen. That bothers me about Zen that they do that kind of shit. Like, for the longest they supported like, oh, if you bought these tables on the older platforms, you'll get them on their newest Pinball Effects version. Then they stopped that when they rebranded as Pinball Effects all over again. Now they're talking about if you bought these, you can get them again, and
50% off.
yeah, and now we make Pinball M, but we haven't made a Pinball M table in forever. Like they make all these weird Star Wars pinball, Marvel pinball, Pinball M, and it's like Pinball Zen pinball, Pinball Effects, Pinball Effects VR. They make it confusing to their own customers. Pinball World. Just make one fucking name for your pinball shit and have degraded versions so it could run on mobile, run on a 4KP. What's the problem? I don't understand why they get like that.
Yeah. It's good that they're still supporting Pinball X or Pinball M now. Meatball Saucy. Dolph Links is so cool, man.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Black Knight 2000 was the last Zen I knew of. You also have Earthshaker. Earthshaker is also in that pack. That's been tested. I have seen pictures of it. I know that's coming. But that's it, man. I would love to have Bonsai Run, which is also in that pinball pack as well, but we're not getting that.
And they
And
announced
it really upsets me about Circus Voltaire.
Star Wars Marvel last year. They announced that Circus Voltaire, I think, was on that list. Like, there's quite a few that we didn't get that they did announce, and then they doubled back on.
Yeah. So cool that these are coming to VR. Cool that these are coming to the Pinball M. But man, I want it on my 4KP. And
Facts.
I wanted something new. I was like, we also going to announce a new table. Now, could they have been teasing us with Judge Dredd Pinball? Because that was a Williams title as well, wasn't it? That wasn't Data East. That was Williams. So they did play a real Judge Dredd in the video. So maybe that was a tease. Possibly that they have that coming. That'll be kind of cool. But doesn't answer any questions about the AtGames or 4KP issue.
Nah, man. They had their live. I don't think they've ever had like a negative live stream like that in the chat.
No, dude, that was bad.
Most of theirs have been real positive and real, you know. I've never
Yeah,
seen.
well, everybody was super happy, right? Like even if they said, "Hey, man, we're finally getting more pinball packs going to pinball FX VR," you know, even if it was stuff that it wasn't new, you know, a lot of people were like, "Cool, man, we got like we got 9 new tables coming to the VR," and you know that's cool because you know got the Tank Stick VR, that new technology. We just got the haptics kits shipped out and installed. Like that's something exciting for VR people to get into. I was just really, really, really hoping that this episode would have more.
Yeah, Circus is a good table.
Yeah, I was playing Circus Voltaire last night on VPX standalone. It runs 35 frames per second. It's playable, but it's not as fun. Especially it doesn't use this SSF sound kit like it should. But let's move on. Let's move on to some other stuff. To AtGames news, at least. Congratulations to these Flipper Friends winners for week 10. Week 11 ends tonight. So get into your Space Invaders and stuff like that. Don't recognize any names on this list of anybody I would know.
Yeah.
I know Meemaw. I know Meemaw and Pawpaw. I met them at Chicago.
Birth at the hospital when you were born.
Well, yeah, that too. But the owner of that account, I met them in person at the Chicago Pinball Expo.
Okay.
So, met that person, and I just remember them talking about that's what their name was.
I think it was Mama and Papa.
Mama Papa. All right. So
the table Chaotic couldn't quit talking about since we pretty much I would say like probably after our like first 20 shows or something, I think you really got into Black Knight 2000 and you were like, yo, this is my favorite pinball table ever, above Attack from Mars, all that. And I was like, I've never played it. What are you going on about? And you would just go on and on about this was your favorite for the longest. And then I think after you played Cactus King and a couple other tables, you kind of doubled back on that a little bit. It fell a little bit on your list. But this is still one of your probably top 10s?
Oh, this is top 3.
Top 3, okay. So that's for me. This is my first time playing the table was today.
Really?
You know, so my mindset going into it is like, yo, this is one of Chaotic's at top tier favorite tables. You know, top 10 for him. I'm thinking so. Top 3, you know, that's a high bar. That's a high bar right there.
Yeah. So Black Knight 2000, I've played the real table in Atlanta and Cleveland and Chicago. Always had a great experience with this table. The music is iconic. It's awesome. That's just what everybody that's played this game remembers the music. They even put this on vinyl. That's how popular this song was back in the day. So
yeah, you know, and it's funny we did that He-Man review earlier because this has some of them He-Man kind of vibes to me. It reminds me of that era.
Oh yeah,
you know, that era, the music. You know, like that was the first thing that stood out on this table to me was the music.
Yeah, even though it was created in 1989, it felt like pure 80s. Like it just, oh god.
Oh yeah. Well, because I'm sure they started work on it way before '89. So
Yeah.
you know, but the fact that it has that authentic, it's probably got one of the best soundtracks I've heard on a pinball table. Like, you know, it's just unique to itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's pretty dynamic. Like as you do better on the table, it ramps up and new parts, kind of layers add to the music.
Yeah. Meeting Steve Ritchie in real life, knowing that he created this game. He also voiced the Black Knight in the game. It's just it's so unreal. Because looking at Steve Ritchie, I don't see that in him. But of course, they changed his voice and everything. But that was him. He was the voice of the Black Knight in this game, in the song.
Well, yeah, he was probably inspired by all them things that we mentioned, all that retro, the
Mhm.
80s rock, rock bands with the big hair, and then, the He-Man kind of Conan vibes, and, even Monty Python stuff and all that probably inspired him.
Oh yeah. So I found out that AtGames doesn't release Williams pinball packs or 4K, just 4KP only pinball packs. They don't release the release notes like they used to on the website. Like you have to go into their other section and then scroll down all the way down to the bottom of the screen and then look at release notes to find this kind of stuff. But Black Knight 2000 is at 1440p, which was automatically assumed.
Mhm.
It does have a MagnaSave feature on the right kick out or kickback.
And how do you activate that?
Pressing down on the D-pad, which sorry, man. By the time I realized that the ball's going out that right kick lane, it's already too late. I can't press it in time.
How do you activate it? Like get it active so you can use it? Like, is it automatically with each
Like
ball?
it starts active when you first start the game. Now, once you use it, I think you only get it. I only think you get it once every new ball.
Every game
Yeah,
or once every ball?
I think it's once every ball.
Okay. That yeah, I didn't even get to use it because I was waiting for it to say like MagnaSave activated or something. Then I was gonna be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a light on the right side where it says MagnaSave. There's a white light above it, and it's lit. That means you got MagnaSave.
I might have lit it. I don't remember though. I don't think I did. I was waiting for it to light up.
Yeah. All right. So now this is one of the ones that have actual issues in the game, and there's actually a lot of issues in this game, sadly, that a lot of people have really noticed. Now, the visual extras, when you have them turned off, you will still see that visual effect of the Black Knight throwing the lightning bolt into the middle of the table. It's
Sure.
it's silent, but it's there. You still see the lightning bolt hit the middle of the table. And this is bullshit right here. Slight audio static can be heard in some situations. You hear it all the time. Period.
Now that's one thing I was gonna ask you because this is my first experience ever playing this table. Like I never played the physical table, any of that. So for me, I didn't notice any of that. But I thought it was just kinda staticky 89 audio, like that's what
Nope.
I was thinking it was, but I guess that's a bug.
Yeah, it's an issue with this Zen port. Um
Now it's
it's
on
more
other
it's more
platforms.
noticeable on here, and it feels like the music slows down a little bit here and there, more than it does on any other platform that Zen put their game out on. But there is noticeable static in all of the Zen versions, and I don't know if it has to do with the ROM that they picked, but if you play this on VPX standalone, there is no static. That sounds fantastic, and on the real pinball machine, there's no static. But
Okay.
yeah, it is there on this game,
Yeah,
and it's
I mean, I noticed it,
very
but I just thought it was kinda shitty 80 of its era audio, but yeah, it wasn't game breaking for me, but I see how if people have played this in the past, they can notice that, you know what I mean?
yeah. But 6, I mean, I have a pretty big storied background with, Black Knight 2000. You being the one that's never played it before, go ahead and let me know your details about it.
Not till tonight. First game I played on this was two-player, and we had a great time playing it. I think, I mean, for me, this is like one of them tables. It felt like high risk, high reward kind of table.
Yes.
Um, you only got three flippers on the table. That top flipper, I think, is super important. It took me quite a while to just time that shot. but I didn't get very high. I think I put up like 2.5 mil on this table.
Oh yeah, this game's hard to score high on.
Yeah, yeah. Like I had a tough run on it, but I was having fun on this table and I was loving the soundtrack so much and even the effects of him throwing that lightning bolt and and just all the different even like the loop shots and all that. Like I was like, man, this is dope. So I was liking the table. I definitely did not think it was trash like they said before the show started. Um But yeah, there definitely was some audio stuff issues there, but, like, for me, I just didn't know if it was authentic, I didn't wanna shit on the authenticity if that was, but apparently, like, people that are familiar with this, they had major issues with the audio. Um, but gameplay-wise, I thought it played great.
Yeah.
I didn't have no issues personally. I thought it played
Right.
great.
So if you were uninitiated and never played any version of Black Knight before, or you didn't play any of the Zen versions, you never played it in real life,
Never played it on
you prob
console.
you probably wouldn't really notice the audio issues or
I
just think that the static was normal.
Yeah, I just thought it was.
I mean, look at Swords of Fury. Like, there's static on that one all over the place.
Yeah. That's what it sounded like to me, it was like that era, but I see why that could bother people. For me, it wasn't like a deal breaker.
Right.
Just sounded kinda off, sounded a little maybe a little buggy, but I didn't really notice it like that much. I
Yeah.
was I
So
was into the on the table tab.
so yeah, like, in my opinion, I, uh I was able to, like, cancel out the audio issues. I what really mattered to me is how did the ball feel? How did the physics feel? And I'll be honest with you, as much time as I spent playing the real pinball machine, it felt like I was playing the real pinball machine. Um, Now you can't necessarily like at the top ramp on top of the three where it spells war on the real
Mhm.
machine, you can lightly tap the machine so that it bounces all the way over to the flipper. You can't do that, of course, on virtual, but I did feel like I was going to start doing that to try and nudge it over to the flipper so that it didn't go down to the bottom playfield. Because obviously that's how you activate so much stuff is on that top playfield, whether it be the three ball multi ball, the hurry up mode for war. There's just so much stuff to do on that top playfield. But man, this is one of the most difficult pinball games you could ever play. But to me, the replay value and the fun factor of it to me it's a no brainer. Like this is one of the best pinball games that you can play and to me of all time.
Yeah, I gotta get better with that Magna save because that right out
Yeah,
lane could be a
I can't
real
do it.
bitch.
Yeah, I can't do it.
But if I could get better with the Magna save, I'll probably that'll probably even raise my just replayability level for the table up a little bit. But I don't know. For me, for $10, I thought it was a banger, bro. I'm like PG. I didn't really super notice the sound issues, but I'm not privy to other versions of it. So it wasn't a game breaker for me. I thought it was pretty dope. I enjoyed the table.
Yeah.
And like you said, physics wise, gameplay wise, it was there. All that was there. The lighting effects on the table look fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Billy Woods mod's review of this table, and I he said it felt like the ball was like sliding instead of rolling. And I get what he's saying, but to me, it doesn't. I don't know, man. It doesn't really affect me. I guess because I've never played. The only version I've ever played of this table is the Zen Pinball World. So the mobile app is the only version I played of this table. And of course, on that tiny screen, you can't really notice
Well,
certain
and the
movements
physical
anyway.
work. You
And
played
I
the
played the physical version, correct. But to me, the physics are just about right. Like the ball has just the right amount of bounce. And the way it flows, like this table plays exactly like the real table to me. in my opinion, of my play test of ever playing it.
Yeah, I thought the physics were fine. I didn't have no issues with the physics. I did have difficulty controlling multi-ball. Every time I got multi-ball, I damn near lost it immediately, you know. But like I said, I'm a casual player. I'm not Mad Ben Han, you know. I don't have his skill set, you know, but I try to get better every time I play, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a blast on this table. I thought it was dope. It's not on the level of Attack from Mars for me, so there was a point when I was playing this, I was like, I really see why Chaotic loves this table, and I see why probably playing the physical table, he thought it was super dope. But for me, it's not that level of it's not of greatness as far as pinball is concerned. But some of that could be because of the audio issues that I wasn't familiar it aware it had. Where it seems like what I'm gathering in the chat is that this has one of the best soundtracks of all time in pinball. So I see why a lot of people in the community are scoring this so harshly with the audio bugs. You know, that makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of the games that you would hope that they would get perfect because of how iconic and how special this game is. Like this is actually the one game that I would be willing to reskin my 4KP to.
That's crazy right there hearing that. I'd have to buy
No,
like
I love my Attack from Mars now. I don't think I would ever swap from it, but if I was to ever get that bug to the point where I'm like, you know,
yeah.
I want a different pinball machine, this would be that one skin I would do.
For me, I would have to buy another to ever do that because I still would
Yeah.
want my Attack from Mars, you know. So if I bought like a Dinosaur Dynasty or something, if it was on sale or something, then I would maybe consider that. But yes, I agree with you, Belmont. Solid table, a lot of fun for me. I had fun. I I think it's a great, you know, I don't have a problem paying $10 a single table for a classic Williams table like this, you know, from Zen.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair price. Um, Chaotic, what you scoring this? So
With the audio issues, and I feel like it'd be awesome if they could really fix it. Um, like for a Williams table, this is a solid 8. Of course, yeah, if they fix the audio issues and like get a better ROM or whatever and fix that problem, make the SSF sound kit actually not put out static. Uh, this could easily be a 9 or almost a perfect 10 because like I said, man, this is one of the one tables that I desperately wanted.
it's in your
And when
top three.
Yeah, this is my top 3 table, and, like, if once Zen announced it last year that it was coming in a pinball pack, I knew it was coming to the 4KP, I just didn't know when, but I was like, "Come on, man, just announce it already that it's coming to the 4KP." Finally, that day is here. I've been having a good week because I knew that I was gonna be able to play this game every day if I wanted to on my 4KP.
What
This
are
is
your
the one.
top three again?
What's that?
What are your top three?
Number 1, man, is Williams Firepower.
Two.
Um, 2, Black Knight 2000 is gonna be my number 2. And number 3, oh my god. Virtual pinball tables, love my Attack from Mars. If it was a real table, it would be Fathom.
Yeah,
Fathom's such an amazing game.
talking.
Meatball Saucy, you love playing VPX. You know about Fathom, I'm sure. I love Fathom. That game's amazing. And if I ever saw one and I was able to play one in real life, hands down, dude, it'd be hard for me not to want to buy it.
I've never played Firepower, but I would say my top three, like Zen recreations, would probably be obviously Attack from Mars,
Oh, love Go Kart.
Who Done It,
Oh yeah, Who Done It? Yep.
and I want to say Theater of Magic.
That's in my top 5.
So yeah, I think those three are probably my
Yeah,
safe.
man.
My safe, like they're great. They're just greats. They're like I can't go wrong with them three.
Oh man, let's see. You should reskin your micro. I don't know, man. I kind of like the micro the way it is. 2 disappointment points from Chaotic. Oh,
Johnny Blaze, I don't know. It seems so weird how they reacted about that CEP.
oh yeah, the music hand down is god tier, perfect. It's just, man, this version, if they get that static out of there, it goes, the points go up so higher.
Yeah, if they put out a patch for the audio, I don't know how much higher I'd score this, but I'd probably give it a 0.5 higher than I did. Or I didn't even score this yet, but yeah.
Is Zen officially a no-go for the TMNT table?
That's what I said. I don't know about because you know how Zen was reacting about they didn't even know about the CEP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know. They
Oh,
just
okay, you're talking about HDP. Yeah. I don't know.
was isn't I thought it was a CEP or whatever HDP. I guess whatever.
How do you stand the noise from Firepower, dude? It's so 80s retro, man. Just if you love playing Defender and those sound effects on Defender, you'll love Firepower.
Has Zen ever patched any of the AtGames tables? Yes, they patched Jurassic Park.
Well, they updated the music in Jurassic Park. They also the flipper lag stuff, games and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say they did one more thing.
Yeah, they've done a few, not many, but they have done a few.
Yeah, I want to say they did something for Snoopy or something like that too, or one of the Star Trek tables. But I mean, I imagine if they patch anything in any of their regular other FX titles, they should patch them on the 4KP. Yeah, it's the sound effects from Defender. So yeah, if you have any nostalgia for Defender whatsoever, you'll love Firepower. It's all those sound effects. Well, yeah, that was the whole reason to buy the HDP was because it was a cheaper way to get into playing Zen tables. Now, if Zen's going to be like, we're not doing it, then yeah, there's no reason to buy the TMT machine unless you wanted you just wanted that skin that bad.
And that also makes me wonder if the way Zen's not including the 4KP in this upcoming pack on day and date, like if that whole HDP thing has something to do with it, them being like, what the fuck, you guys announce Tomb Raider for it's supposed to come out, be announced. You guys claim Star Wars and Marvel's coming out, and we haven't solidified that yet. And then you guys announce a whole nother piece of hardware that we didn't agree to make software for, and then say we're going to make software for it, and you're going to sell separate packs for that.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if Zen feels a little slighted by that. All them.
I would. I'm like, damn, y'all announcing hardware that we had no agreement to making software for. Absolutely, I'd be upset. Y'all trying to get more work out of us without paying up the money for it.
All right, and I just don't understand what AtGames was thinking, like, because that, it couldn't have ran the exact same software that the 4KP is running.
I'm sorry for dashing your hopes for Voltaire. I'm just saying, man. Like I've heard from inside sources that they tested it and could not get it to run 60 frames per second the way it looks or the way it is, and they scrapped it. Plus, they didn't know how to use I think they didn't know how to use the DMD glass because technically the DMD is actually on the table itself. It's part of the game. So I don't even think they had any way of figuring out how to put it on third screen. I don't know.
I will
There's
say
so many different things.
it is cool how the DMD on Black Knight 2000 has letters on it
Yeah,
under the scoreboard, which is cool. It seemed like Zen was utilizing more of the DMD features
yeah,
than just having a dot matrix display up there.
yeah. It really made it feel like more of a whole machine. Like that was part of the backlash.
More authentic, yeah.
Yeah, it made it more feel authentic. So, what would you score Black Knight 2000 in your opinion, my man?
I'm gonna give it an 8 also, like I said, it's not on the Attack from Mars level, Who Done It level for me, Theater of Magic, The Getaway, some of my favorites, even World Cup Soccer, those are some of my favorite Williams tables. I don't think it's on that level, but I do see why some people feel that way just based off the soundtrack and the fun. I had a lot of fun playing this table.
Yeah,
So I think it's a great table. I recommend buying it, and I think an 8 is a really fair score for this. I might give it an 8.5 if they can fix some audio issues I hear everybody complaining about, but I wasn't familiar with the original ROM audio to contrast it to.
yeah. And it would be an easy 9 for me if they fix that static issue. Um, let's see, is OTG an option? I'm guessing you're asking if that's for the HDP. Yeah, it's an option. You just have to get past that paywall of $100. And then yeah, you can OTG the HDP. Same with the 4KP. Same way. It's just you just gotta get past that firewall. That paywall. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. Dual screens with only 8 gigs of RAM. If this had 16 gigs of RAM, no issue whatsoever. It would have been fine.
Yeah,
They probably could have ran stuff at 4K.
I really wish there was a way we could just, pay for an upgrade and continue to love, keep it going instead of us being where we're at now, 2 years after purchase, not knowing if we're gonna keep getting Zen tables and stuff. It just puts us in a weird space. It's like you want to be excited because we got a new Williams table, but we don't know what we're looking at for the rest of the year.
No. Hell, this could be the last Yo Retro after the next episode could be the last Yo Retro. Who knows?
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
No.
I'll still,
We'll find something else to talk about.
yeah, we'll talk Magic Pixel all day,
Yep.
basic fun stuff like that, But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel a little indifferent about this coming out just because it has Zen live stream. It kind of because I was like, damn, they're already hitting us with a Williams table, top of the year. That's cool to me, But not knowing what's planned for the rest of the year, that's worrying. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, pick this up, y'all. $10, can't go wrong.
Yeah. This is hands down worth it, regardless of the sound issues or not. If the sound really bothers you that much, just turn it down. The gameplay does not affect it whatsoever. It's amazing.
Well,
This
it does.
is
It
this
does.
game's
The
awesome.
soundtrack is part of the gameplay to me.
Yeah.
Small game, so people got valid arguments with that.
Well, one thing RTX brought up was the SSF kit. If you turn the SSF kit down a little bit, from hard, moderate to soft, find that sweet spot for you. This table plays, like I said, it plays amazing. So don't miss out on it just because somebody said, "Oh, this sounds terrible." It's not as bad as a lot of people put it out to be.
It's not game breaking, like I said
No,
earlier. It's not game breaking, and you're not gonna feel like they robbed you of $10 when you hear the soundtrack. I actually thought it was super dope because it was the first time I heard all the music, So I thought it was dope. It's like, yeah, this definitely is a '80s pinball table.
yeah. Oh, Hockey Town. I would love to get six an X arcade and a VR headset.
I have some of my earliest videos on my channel you can go check were VR videos. Uh, that phase passed for me like a decade ago almost. Like I'm over it. I don't want to I do a lot of stuff like live streams plus working plus being a dad plus my music stuff, and the last thing I want to do is have some virtual helmet on like I'm living in the what's that crazy Spielberg movie or whatever, Like I don't want to.
Ready Player One.
Yeah, I can't Ready Player One it when I get off like a long day's work, or I just can't, bro. I can't do it, bro. I try. It was dope. It was some of the most immersive gameplay experiences I've had have been in VR, but it just got played out to me. No offense. No
Man,
offense.
if I live closer, let you play the X Arcade pedestal, I think your mind would change for real.
I think it would be a cool experience, but that compared to playing the 4KP in reality, to me,
Yeah.
I would still go to the 4KP even if I own one. I would still be like, I don't want to wear this mask, helmet, and all this whole setup, virtual setup, to play what I could just play right here in my room.
I get it.
So
I get it. Trust
I
me.
don't knock anybody that loves it. It's just for me, it ain't for me, really.
Until Zen adds a like party room where you can hang out with your friends and play pinball and do like walk up.
There's no social
playing on a table doing a tournament and stuff like that. Until they can implement something like that, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
it'd be a total game changer.
Yeah, see, I don't even know that it didn't have the social features like that, but it should.
It don't, man. You just play for leaderboards. That's it.
Right.
You walk around inside this bar that has all these pinball tables in different rooms, and you go up and walk up to the machine, and you're actually able to line the machine up perfect so that you can play with your pedestal.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're actually at the pinball machine and you're playing with the pinball buttons and everything, and like the flipper buttons and everything. And with the haptics kit, like it sounds like the speakers, and you feel the ball rolling in the machine like with your hands. And the sound, even though it's in front of you, it feels like it's coming directly at your face, like back box speakers. Like it feels like you're at a virtual table, but you're at a real table. That's how it feels.
That's what virtual reality is all about. That immersive.
That's what virtual reality is all about, and they nailed it. So,
yeah,
we could ever get you into that.
I won't say never, but right now,
well, Cleveland Gaming Classic next year. If we decide to go back, if everybody decides to go back, I'm gonna drive with my haptics kit and everything in the car, and we're gonna play it.
I'll definitely give it a test run. I mean, I'm not opposed to trying it out. Why when I got a $2,000 4KP right here? Why?
I get it.
Why do I need to go buy that? I have this. I don't.
I'd rather walk up to this and play this than pull out my X Arcade and hook it up.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Why should I? I have a 4KP right here. I shouldn't have to go wear a helmet and buy a haptics kit and a plunger kit to play what I already own.
I get it.
I own one. It's mine.
I get it.
And I love
it, guys.
Bro. I love it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Go buy Black Knight 2000. Don't be dumb. Go buy it. It's worth it. Hopefully we'll get some answers from Zen or AtGames about what's going on. Anything else you want to mention, Six?
PG's with me. I want to mention that.
Absolutely.
And hit like while y'all here. Hit the like button.
Yes. Make sure you like and subscribe. Right there, you see that?
Like both our channels. Chaotic was on my channel earlier. We did that He-Man review for the trailer. Check that out. And we just appreciate y'all's time.
Yeah, man. But guys, God bless. We'll see y'all on the next
Retro.
wealthy, yo.